I think my only issue, if I could say I have one with rap music, is that I think the perfect example is like, so I was listening to an album, uh, and no, it wasn't an album. It was like the Dissect podcast on Spotify. Not something I particularly need to ever like understand like 99% of like albums. Um, but I do enjoy the thing I enjoy about that little podcast is that they go like I think at the beginning before every song or whatever because the lyrics are usually not the problem for me. What is interesting to me is the fact that they like the guy he'll go into the like the kind of like background of all the samples and stuff and like where they're from, like when that song was made, and then like explain the production of like how the song like came to be. Like it'll be like, hey, this samples like Whitney Houston's blah blah blah. To get it like this, like it was, like chop screwed, slow down, repeat it, like remix, whatever it is, right? Like go through the whole process, and it's like, oh, there was going somewhere with that whole thought, right? I like that part about the podcast, the how it breaks down in music. What I don't necessarily need usually is like the lyric, the meaning behind it, or like like how intricate someone's wordplay, rhyme scheme, or whatever it was. Now, one day I'm in a car with my buddy Abyss, yeah, and like I'm listening to this podcast. This is what I got fixated on it. It's just what I was doing at the time, and like he's listening to it with me, and it's like the guy's like going through and breaking down all these like references in the song or whatever, right? And as we get to our destination, and I pull in the parking lot, and I stop, I cut the car off. He like looks at me, and he's like, I didn't know like rap music had like so much like meaning or like story behind it or whatever. And I was like, yeah, man. I mean, like most music does, like a lot of music does, like rap music especially, obviously, like, but like, yeah, like all the stuff like definitely means something. Like that's how art is. I don't know if everyone sees it like that though. You know what I mean? Like if everyone sees or can recognize the art in some piece of media or some type of media that maybe they are unfamiliar with or don't understand or like whatever it may be. I don't think everyone always sees like the true art in that sort of thing, and that's the kind of thing that like really like chaps my hide about rap music. Not necessarily rap music itself, but like the people.
If you enjoyed this little rant, watch and subscribe and check out my other videos. See you next time.